Hey, g'day, Tony Lander with you again today. I bring the Black Stallion progressing further. And today we're going to look at the task that we did yesterday, and that is move the hindquarter, bring the front end through, and this time we're going to add in go sideways and forwards. So it's in a flow, hindquarter, front end through, so it's a full circle, then sideways, and then drift into forwards and repeat. So this is great because the progression into the flow and into the mind of him being attentive and compliant is perfect for this stage of his training. And you get to see a little bit of fun at the beginning, what he does with the rope and how I can just lead him around, almost like a dog with the rope in his mouth. I hope you enjoy. And if you're liking these videos, subscribe so you can keep up to date with as I post day after day. Okay, see you inside. He's having a little bit of space. A little bit of fun with my rope. So yeah, it's good, huh? Yeah. Don't mind too much if he pulls on the rope or bites the rope, as long as he's not biting me. This is a good thing. Okay, now we have to do something. Yeah, good backup. Nice to see. See if we can walk him along. Look at this, beautiful. Yeah. Sometimes with these young horses, and especially with the stallions, it's good to let them have a bit of a play with something. So maybe they're less likely to have a play with your hand or your arm. Used to have a dog who did this. Didn't really have a horse that did it before. Boom. He is persistent, that's for sure. There you go. Hey? Yeah. And it's gone. So we'll try a little bit sideways, not so much forwards if we can. Not as easy without a fence, but with the electric on the fence right now, we might not go onto the fence. Come on. That's it. That's better. So this is great practice for a young horse to be able to move his legs a little bit to the side, not go so far forward. But it's not only good practice for his legs and muscles, but it's also good because we can get him off us when we want. So give us some space. So we want to be able to move him sideways off us. We want to be able to move him backwards off us. And then we want to be able to move the hindquarter or the front end off us. And this is all about compliant and keeping our personal space. And this is really helpful for our health. That's a boy. Good. So right here the hindquarter moves really nicely. The front end pushes on me, so I keep my protection, I keep my space with my hand up in the air. Now I want the front end to move across and step across. And then see if we can get some sideways. Pretty cool. So right here the hindquarter moves really nicely. The front end pushes on me, so I keep my protection, I keep my space with my left hand up in the air. Now I want the front end to move across and step across, and then drift to sideways. Right here it doesn't matter how good it is or not. Right now it's just, will he be compliant to moving off from our energy? So I'm not really worried about how well he does it or how good his legs move or how good his head is. It's just about, can I get him to be compliant on the back end and then the front end and then sideways. Good. Good. And then some forwards. Then the back end, then the front end, don't push on me, and then sideways. and then forwards. He leans quite a bit on the halter when he's going to the right, and so I need to just tell him don't do this. Then I need to protect myself from the front end as I want the hindquarter to go. I don't want the front end to come yet. Then when I'm ready, I want the front end to come through and then flow into the sideways and stop the forward or reduce the forward, and then go into forward, but not pulling on that halter. Got to say every time, hey, it's a bit like an electric fence when you push on that halter. Then drift along, turn my body and walk through the hindquarter and prevent the front end pushing on me. Ask the hindquarter to go. If it stops, use a bit of rhythmic energy, and then allow the front end to come through. Then slow the forward and go into sideways. Then change my body energy direction and say don't push on the halter, don't push on the halter, and then drift into forwards. But get off the halter. I have to tell him don't do this, otherwise he doesn't know. He thinks it's a thing that he should be doing because he gets to drift and he gets to his bit of freedom. But I have to say, hey, this is uncomfortable. You don't want this. Now I want to say hindquarter please go, but don't push on me with the front end. Hindquarter, front end. So if the front sticks, it go back to the hindquarter and ask for the hindquarter to go. Then forwards. So really what I'm doing, and here when he gets distracted, I can say to him, hey, come on, let's get some more attentive to me by using some rhythmic energy. And his response was quite agitated. He went up in the air, but he also went sideways. So it was very nice that he got off me. He went sideways to his right and he went then sideways to his left while on two legs. This was pretty impressive. But you don't worry about this. Don't get wound up about it. Stay calm and then just go back to what you were doing. It's not a problem at all. So now what I want to talk about is how I give him the idea of which direction. I point my belly button the direction I want him to go. So I aim my belly button at his hindquarter and then get the hindquarter out of the way. Then I change direction to the circle and then I point the belly button at his middle of his body. Then I turn it forwards parallel to his body to go forwards. So it's all about the direction of the energy. The energy direction, he can understand then where he has to move, where he should move. Move the hindquarter, prevent the front end, and then go in the same circle, and then I point my energy at his middle, and then I turn it for forwards and go forwards. Direction. Then lift the rope a little, push my energy at the hindquarter, and say to him, hey, please don't push on me. So I bring my energy up and ask him to go backwards a couple of steps, just to stop. Hey, if you enjoyed that, what I'd love you to do is hit the subscribe button and the notification button so that you can get notified when I put up new videos, because I'm going to keep the process or the development of the Black Stallion going. And if you're interested in that, hang in there and keep watching the next videos. Okay.